to Unnati Trust Children Ministry.
Greetings, friends. Welcome back to our journey through these fascinating stories from the Bible. Last time, we saw how God saved Moses during a dangerous time and raised him in Pharaoh's palace. But when Moses killed an Egyptian, he had to flee from Egypt and ended up in a distant desert land called Midian. Now, let's look at the next chapter in Moses' life, his second 40 years. In Midian, Moses left behind all the palace luxury and became a humble shepherd. His life had completely changed. No royal clothes, no political meetings, just sand, sky, and sheep. But guess what? God had not forgotten him. While living in the desert, Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of a priest named Jethro, and they had 2 sons. Even in that quietness, God was preparing something great. Moses might have thought his life had settled down, but God still had plans to use him for the deliverance of his people. One day, like any other, Moses was out tending the sheep. But suddenly, something unusual happened on a mountain. He saw a bush that was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. Yes, a bush that was blazing, but not being consumed. Moses went closer, and then he heard a voice calling, "Moses, Moses." He stopped and answered, "Here I am." And God said, "This is holy ground, take off your sandals." Imagine that, what an incredible moment. God himself was speaking. Then God said, "I have heard the suffering of my people. I am sending you to bring them out of Egypt." Moses was stunned. Me? This job from God? I am nobody. But God said, "I will be with you." Still nervous, Moses asked, "Who am I to go before Pharaoh? What should I tell the Israelites if they ask who sent me?" And God answered, "I am who I am." Wow, God's name itself is full of power. God assured Moses, "You are not alone. I will put words in your mouth. I will show signs." And then God gave Moses some amazing signs. His staff turned into a serpent. His hand became leprous and was healed again. Water from the Nile turned into blood. Even then, Moses said, "I don't speak well." So God said, "All right. Your brother Aaron will go with you." Aaron would speak, and Moses would deliver God's message. Then God said, "Now go. Return to Egypt. You will deliver my people." Friends, think about it. God chose a shepherd for a great purpose. Moses was now ready, because behind him stood the creator of the entire universe, God himself. And yes, this story points us to Jesus. Moses was in the wilderness. Jesus fasted in the wilderness for 40 days. God used Moses to free people from Egypt. Jesus freed us from sin. Moses said, "I am not," but God said, "I am." Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Moses is like a picture, a glimpse of the Redeemer who was to come. Just as Moses left Pharaoh's palace to stand for his people, so did Jesus leave heaven to come for us, trapped in the slavery of sin. Just as Moses delivered people from Egypt by God's power, Jesus delivered us from sin, death, and the enemy by offering his life on the cross. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. John 1:17. So friends, the story of Moses is not just an adventure, it leads us to the true and eternal Savior, Jesus. And trust me, the next part is even more exciting. Moses returns to Egypt and reveals the power of God. Don't miss it. Subscribe and comment below. What did you think about the burning bush and God's call to Moses? See you soon. God's plan is just getting started. Today's memory verse. Exodus 3:14. God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Let's revise. God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Learn this memory verse until we meet again. Bye bye, see you soon.